Obviously, the season didn't go the way that you wanted it to last year. Just what's this opportunity like to have another year to come back and be back in this uniform?
Man, I'm kind of thankful for it. You know, nobody wants to go down with an injury, but when it's like it is now, I'm really thankful for it. I enjoy coming out every day, and when you have an injury like that, it makes you appreciate the game that much more and these guys. You know, I'll do anything to come back and be with these guys again, and that's my whole goal when I went down was, hey, I'm going to be back for these guys and be a warrior for this team. So.
You've been through that before with having a major injury like that. How much did you rely back on what you've been through in the past to try to help you through this latest one?
You know, I knew that, I just believe that suffering leads to growth, and I know my injury with my jaw in junior college wasn't nearly as long of a recovery. So basically, I just kind of took it day by day and tried not to think about too much what was going on, and just, hey, here's what you're going to do today. You're going to get that done, and it's going to lead to more. And now, you know, we're here now, about to get ready for a long season. So that's kind of just what I did, is just try to stay patient and not get discouraged and just stay upbeat about it. You know, there's days when that you're down and you're like, you know, is it going to get better? But, you know, it eventually works out. So.
Was it opening weekend or was it the second weekend last year?
It was the second Friday night.
That's what I knew. It was really early in the season. When it happened, just what was your initial thoughts? Were you thinking the worst or hoping for the best?
You know, when I went down, I knew it wasn't gonna be very good just because I couldn't really put any pressure on it. It was basically dragging. I remember Coach Cohen and Jason Meyer, our trainer, just pretty much took me off the field. You know, I wanted to hope for the best. Thought it was just a sprained knee. And of course, I didn't really know what it felt like to tear it, but I knew it wasn't good. So when they told me what it was, we just had to deal with it and move on and get back to where we needed to be.
How long did that keep you out? When were you able to actually start rehabbing and getting back on the field?
You know, I didn't end up having surgery until March, because basically you had to get the knee back to where it needed to be before you could have surgery. Therefore, I could catch after. So I had been doing rehab ever since I had surgery in March. I started catching again in July, and just easy back into it, maybe 10 pitches at a time, and then building it up, and then we got to throwing footwork and then blocking footwork and stuff like that. You know, they work with me, you know, as good as anybody. Brian Neal, our strength coach, and Jason Meyer, our trainer, just led the way and told me what I needed to do. And if I did too much, they'd get on me and say, hey, back off. And it was just a long process of, hey, be patient, and it all happened, and now where I am today again.
Yeah, Coach Canzaro talked about carrying 3 catchers on the team and how he's going to rely on all 3 of you guys this season. Talk about the guys that are behind you or that are playing along with you, and you know what you've seen out of them too.
Man, you know, my whole deal is leading these guys along the way. And, you know, with Eli Marrero and Dustin Skelton, these are 2 really talented guys that will have a chance to be really good players, and they're going to be really good players this year for us. My deal is just hey, I'm an older guy, I've been through it, I know what it's like playing the SEC day in and day out, and we just help each other, we feed off each other. If I see something they're doing, I say, hey man, here it is. And if they see something I'm doing, they tell me. So, but basically for them, I'm just a leader that leads the way and prepares them for the future. And these guys are really good listeners, and they're going to be fine. And that's what I tell them, hey, when I'm gone, it's you two. You know, you guys have to do what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing.
Lost a lot of quality arms off this team a year ago. Maybe some names that a lot of fans and stuff don't know about just yet. Who has kind of impressed you? You know, from sitting behind the plate, you got the best, you know, view of these guys. You know, who are some of the guys that people kind of need to look out for on the mound?
You know, there's a couple guys. You know, you got your Connor Pilkingtons, your Ryan Sear, Blake Smith, and Ryan Rigby. They were here last year. The guys are we expect them to have a good year. Younger guys, you know, you've got Riley Self, Grant Mashcraft. These guys are coming in, and we need to rely on them. You know, big arms with a lot of velocity, and with really good stuff, they can get a lot of people out in our league. And the biggest thing with them is just growth throughout the year. So, you know, guys, sometimes there's going to be bad days where you don't have a good outing, but you just got to build off it and grow. And then, you know, we got a couple of junior college guys like Spencer Price and Trey Jolly and Jacob Barton that need to help us. So we believe they will, and it's just a deal where, hey, we're going to go out and compete and do the best we can and give ourselves a chance to win. So.